Hi students, welcome to your math lesson of the day. So yesterday was Sunday, so what does that mean? Today is going to be Monday. So today is Monday, and we need three things to write the number form of the date. We need the month, we need the year, and we need the day. So November was the 11th month. So we are in the next month in December, so 11 plus 1 is 12. So December is going to be the 12th month of the year, and today is going to be the 7th, since Friday was the 4th, and Saturday was the 5th, and Sunday was the 6th. So today is Monday, and it's going to be the 7th day in December. And then the year is 2020. So I'm just going to put the last two digits of 20. So today is Monday, and the number form of the date is 12/7/20. Okay. So we have finally finished Chapter 3 in Big Ideas, and now we are on Chapter 4 in Big Ideas, which is so excited. But in this chapter, we are going to be discussing about how to add numbers from 0 to 20. So in Chapter 3, we're focusing on how to add numbers between 0 and 10, but now we're going to expand on to 20, so that's kind of exciting. So we are going to pretend that we're going to figure, I know, like I asked you guys what was your favorite game last week, so we're going to pretend like this is Jenga pieces. So we have 1, 2, 3 Jenga pieces in this jar, and then the next jar over here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 Jenga pieces. So in jar number 1, this one, how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 pieces over here, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 pieces over here. So we want to figure out how many total Jenga pieces are in both jars combined together. So we could do 3 plus 10 on the number line, or we can just count the pieces together. But let's work on our number line skills, and we can even go back to do our number counting skills. So let's start from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and I'll stop on 14. And remember what I said about the add-ins. So in this problem, we have add-ins 3 and 10. So I like to put the dot on the biggest add-in away, further away from 0, because it's less counting work for me to do. So if we put our dot on 3, we have to count. We have to move on the number line 10 times. I'd rather move 3 times because it'll be quicker. So I put my dot on the 10. That's one of the add-ins that we were adding in this problem. I'm going to erase the 1 because we know this is jar 1 and 2. But we need to move 3 times. And since we're adding Jengas together, we're not losing Jengas, we're gaining Jengas in a different jar. So we're going to move further away from 0. So we're moving upward because we're gaining more numbers. So we're going to move in this direction. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And we landed on 13. So we have 3 plus 10 equals 13. But if you just want to count the total number of Jengas in this problem together, just to double make sure, then do it. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So we counted and we got 13, and then we got a number of 13 on the number line. So those are 2 different mathematical methods you want to use to solve that one problem, and we both got 13. So we know 3 plus 10 equals 13. So that means we have 13 total Jenga pieces to play with. So that's just one example of how you can do that problem. But in your textbook, you're going to see blocks that look like this. So they might have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. And you might have to add more 7 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down here. So we're trying to figure out the number total of blocks. So in this equation, we have add in 7 plus add in 7 equals the sum of blank. We can count the total number of blocks we have, or we can use the number line. So let's do the number line down here. I'm going to start on 7. Since we are gaining numbers, I know we're not going to lose 7, right? Because we're gaining more blocks. So I'm going to start on 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And since our add-ins are the both same number, it doesn't matter where we put our dot. We would put it on 7, and then since we're gaining additional 7 blocks, we are going to move further away from 0 because we're getting more numbers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that put me to 14. And if you don't like the number line, but you want to practice using it, but you're like, I don't know if I did that right, then you can count the total number of blocks. So for this one, we counted 7, right? So we can start at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So we counted and we also got 14. So 7 plus 7 equals the sum of 14. So we know we did that problem correctly. Okay. And then you might have in your textbook 10 plus 10 equals blank. Now, this is kind of where we get into number place value because we're dealing with adding with 2-digit numbers. But so, for example, for example, the ones are not there. The ones are invisible. So we're going to focus on adding 0 and 0. So if we add 0 and 0, what is 0? 0 has no value, so 0 would also go into the ones place. And then pretend the zeros are not there. We are going to add the 1 and the 1 because they both are in the next place over. So if you want to think about it, what is 1 plus 1? Well, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 2. So in this problem, we did 0 plus 0, which would be 0, and then we did 1 plus 1, which will be 2. So our answer is 20. Okay. And I'm going to go more into detail about number place value in the next lesson, but for today, we're going to work on also adding with 3-digit numbers. So we have a problem where it's 3 plus 4. Let's see, I'm going to add my plus sign down here. Plus 5. So when I like to do when adding with 3-digit numbers, or adding with 3 different numbers, I like to add the least amount of numbers first. So in this problem, we have 3 as the least, and then we have 4 because 5 is the biggest one. So if I were you, I would add 3 plus 4 first. 3 plus 4. I don't know why I put that line right there. 3 plus 4. So what is 3 plus 4? We can count from our numbers. So if we hold up our 4 on the hands and then we count up 3 more times with our fingers, so we have 5, 6, 7. We counted 3 more times and we got 7. 7. So we added with 3 and 4. Now let's add with 5 because we can't forget about our other number. So now we have 7 plus 5. We can add with number counting. We can add with the number line. But let's try to add with dots. So we add with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we added with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How many total dots are there? So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12. So if we add 3 plus 4 plus 5, we get the grand number of 12. So I'll go in more detail about adding with 3-digit numbers in the next couple of lessons. But I like to add the two least numbers. So in this case, the 3 was the least and the 4 was the second least. So I added those two numbers together, and then I added the big number last. But it doesn't matter how you add, but that's how I like to do it. But everyone has different ways that they like to solve math problems. But that's just one example of how to add with 3 different numbers. But like I said, we'll go more into detail about it next week. But that's just to get our feet wet. But if you have any questions about this chapter 4 lesson, please let me know. That's what my office hours are for. So just schedule an appointment with me if you want additional help in chapter 4.1 math. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time.